I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 29th, 2015. An IDF soldier was stabbed this morning in Hebron. The attack took place near the Tomb of the Patriarchs when a Palestinian approached the soldier and slashed him in the face. The soldier ran after the terrorist, who then tried to attack a border police officer. That officer shot at the terrorist, who was critically injured and later died. The soldier was taken to Hadassah Hospital in Jerusalem with light injuries. Several hours later, another Palestinian tried to stab another soldier at the same location. The terrorist was shot and killed. And later today, a 43-year-old Israeli woman was stabbed at a bus stop in the Israeli resort city of Eilat. It is not clear if the stabbing was a terror attack. After a wide search, police arrested an Arab teenager, but again stressed that the motive is still being determined. The woman was said to have sustained light injuries. The Anti-Defamation League responded to the speech made yesterday by Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas to the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva, where Abbas accused Israel of, among other things, killing unarmed Palestinians. ADL CEO and National Director Jonathan Greenblatt denounced the speech, saying that instead of using the address to the international community as an opportunity to call for common reconciliation, Abbas used it to grandstand his, quote, litany of accusations, incitement, and half-truths. Greenblatt said as long as Palestinian leaders continue refusing to denounce the violence and insist on distorting realities on the ground, we fear the conflict will persist. The ADL director is in Israel this week on a mission of solidarity in light of the spate of terror. He is meeting with Israeli officials, including with U.S. Ambassador to Israel Dan Shapiro and Jerusalem Mayor Nir Barkat, also with Palestinians and Jews involved with coexistence efforts. Greenblatt will also pay a Shiva call, a condolence visit, to the family of slain terror victim Israeli-American Richard Lakin, who died on Monday, 2 weeks after being severely injured in a terror attack on a bus in Jerusalem. And staying with the League, the ADL praised the Polish Episcopate yesterday for its strong remarks against anti-Semitism. Marking the 50th anniversary of the historic Nostra Aetate Declaration, the office's pastoral letter stated that anti-Semitism and anti-Judaism are sins against the love of thy neighbor, and that Christian-Jewish dialogue should increasingly become part of the mainstream of pastoral work. ADL Director of Interfaith Affairs, Rabbi David Sandmel, said with anti-Semitism surging in Europe, this statement by the Polish Church could not have been more timely and should be a moral example to leaders, institutions, and individuals throughout the European continent. The Jewish community of Argentina is showing its support for Israel during the wave of terror currently, gathering today in front of the Israeli embassy in Buenos Aires, where they were joined by the evangelical Christian community under the banner "In Solidarity with Israel and for Peace." Vice President of the Christian Alliance of Evangelical Churches of Argentina, Jorge Gomez, was set to speak. The Czech Republic honored a man who helped save 200 Jews during the Holocaust. Karl Weyrich, who was not Jewish, was a journalist stationed at the Vatican during World War II. He helped set up a network that provided food, medicine, and fake documents to help save hundreds of Jewish refugees who were stuck in detention camps in Italy. Weyrich also helped the Italian resistance movement, and in 1944 he was arrested by the Gestapo and imprisoned in Germany until he was liberated in May of 1945 by American troops. Weyrich died in 1981. His nephew accepted the posthumous Medal of Merit in Prague yesterday. The Jewish Education Project is looking for young Jewish leaders who are redefining Jewish education. Nominations for the project's 5th annual Young Pioneers Award open on November the 4th with a deadline of November the 23rd. And looking now at our programming for tonight, Thursday, October the 29th, at 7:30, JBS's coverage of the recent 2015 Friends of the IDF Gala. Then at 9, as we continue to bring you baseball fans special programming this week, The voice of the New York Yankees, John Sterling, describes his love of sports from his childhood and the path he took to become one of the most well-known and beloved play-by-play baseball announcers in the game today. That's tonight on L'Chaim at 9. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, Middle East scholar Mordechai Kedar sets up an historical context from which to view the current state of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in a program from Manhattan Beach Jewish Center in Brooklyn. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 29th, 2015. I'm Teisha Bader.